Looking at the quarry. Managing the quarry. Oh. Hey, what's going on here, guys? What's the problem?
Little White Rock keeps screwing up routine daily quarry email.
Look, man, I told you, I've got a lot on my plate right now. I have to deal with the Schist Rocks quotes and take care of things that Jacques over here couldn't handle with all of his extra hours. Like, come on, the rest of the department is working to cover the extra work that Hansel left behind when he got fired. What are you busy doing?
I do not understand, huh? I am very busy when I am not at work. I cannot work any more than I do right now. Um, we need more workers to do these jobs, huh?
Alright, so let's break these problems down. We have Bubbles over here explaining how he's frustrated that the daily memos that are released by email are not getting done properly. There is a specific format that Bubbles expects from these emails so that he can manage his quarry workers with maximum efficiency, and he's not getting all the data that he needs. Corbin is the one that's usually in charge of these memos, but has been swamped with extra work because he's needed to pick up some tasks due to other employees, namely Hansel, leaving in his department. Corbin blames Jacques for this added workload because Jacques has not been assigned as many additional tasks as the rest of the department. It's also important to note that Corbin doesn't really get along well with Jacques and hasn't for a while. Jacques also can't explain his situation especially well because his English isn't that great and finds it difficult to properly communicate with Corbin. So, how do we fix this situation? One of the most solid skills that a leader can use in this situation is to listen carefully, and not to assume that whoever is immediately being blamed is necessarily at fault. In this scenario, Jacques is currently the one that looks like they're the problem. However, Jacques has out of work conflicts that prevent him from being able to spend more time at work, which he expressed to management already. He already does several important things for the company, and most of these new tasks were outside of his field of expertise, anyways, so management chose to leave him with less of those new tasks. It's important to ask everyone's side of the story before coming to a rushed conclusion. Bubbles and Corbin, though, are not necessarily at fault either. The daily memo is important for Bubbles' leadership style, and Corbin isn't able to do nearly as good of a job because he's overworked. Corbin seems like the main problem here, especially since he's villainizing Jacques for the tasks that Jacques isn't responsible for, but regardless of his behavior, these feelings are rooted in a larger problem that is worth focusing on more. This email problem can be solved temporarily by shifting Corbin's least skilled tasks to somebody else, or to force Corbin to work longer hours for the next week or so. But that's a short term solution. Something more permanent will need to be done later on. And the best solution would probably be to hire another worker or two in Corbin's department. They are short staffed right now, and more workers need to be brought on as soon as possible to fill the vacancy that Hansel left behind when he was fired. One of the most important things that I've learned in OGL 200 is to take a step back in stressful situations and make sure that you're looking at the problem correctly. So, a problem like this, the surface issue is not exactly the detailed underlying problem. So, it's important to hear everyone's side of the story first. Make sure that conflicts get resolved by tackling the most important issue, even if it's not the symptom that you're witnessing. But conclusion. Uh, I didn't. I didn't film one.
When were the rock puns the funniest, huh? During the Stone Age.